Welcome to the Lexus RX 500h F-Sport Performance. The name is a bit of a mouthful, but this is quite an interesting model, especially for a Lexus. Lexus hasn't offered a performance-focused SUV before, using a bespoke powertrain and everything. The exterior is dressed up suitably with extended skirting around the body, colour-coded trimmings, and a collection of fashionable black highlights, such as the front grille and window surrounds. I reckon it all looks pretty good, aside from the bulging bonnet, which is a bit awkward in my opinion. The RX has been quite a popular model for Lexus globally, but it hasn't been able to catch the German rivals in terms of sales or performance. This variant is set to bring it a bit closer. It's rare for a hybrid version to also act as the exciting flagship. Underneath you'll find a 1.44 kWh battery with a pair of electric generators front and back. A clutch system allows electric or petrol power to be sent to the wheels separately, or combined for maximum performance. To complete the look, the F-Sport Performance features a set of 21-inch alloy wheels in matte black. And you know Lexus is serious when it fits Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres. The interior presentation is fantastic. Very good build quality in all areas, as you'd expect, with limited use of basic plastics. It also looks very modern and sharp, with sculpted sections on the dash and twin digital screens. The main touchscreen isn't the best in my opinion, because there is just too much blank space in various menus. But I love that Lexus has got rid of its fussy trackpad thingo. These buckety sports seats in the front are awesome as well. Passenger space is good in the front and back, although you do sit quite hunkered down. Nicely reclined rear seats and lots of legroom create a very luxurious environment. Suede trimmings also add some sportiness. Semi-climate control, charging ports, and cup and bottle holders mean this is a superb cross-country tourer. Up at the back, boot space is listed at 612 litres, which is actually the same as all other variants, including the base front-wheel drive model. You've got button operation to flatten the rear seats, a 12-volt socket, and lots of handy tie hooks. A space-saver spare wheel sits under the floor. Now the interesting part, under the bonnet is a 2.4 litre turbo petrol 4-cylinder. It produces 202 kilowatts and 460 newton meters, which is pretty decent for a 4-cylinder. Combined with the two electric motors, the system generates an impressive 273 kilowatts. That makes it the most powerful RX ever. It works with a 6-speed automatic, so no boring CVT here, with a wet start clutch. It goes hard, and it sounds pretty good for a hybrid. This is what it goes like. Out on a spirited road, you can definitely feel this has a performance undertone, or there's a definite performance flavour going on. The steering is a bit more precise than the standard RX models, but mainly the response and even the noise from the engine. There is a bit of fake noise coming through. Even that, it does sound pretty exciting. And yeah, the response and the acceleration is awesome. The sound doesn't quite sync up with the gear changes, but yeah, it's a bit annoying when they put these artificial sounds in vehicles, in my opinion. Just leave the engine as it is. If it doesn't produce any noise, so what? You know, there's a little bit of a hum there, but don't layer it with some artificial thing and yeah, it's not even synced up properly. Yeah, just then I changed down a gear and the engine blipped slightly, but then you got the sound of the engine blipping, you know, a good half second after I actually pulled the paddle. But yeah, performance is excellent. This is a very fast SUV. It is pretty heavy, but it doesn't feel it. Like the RX models, especially the previous generation, felt quite heavy and a bit cumbersome, or just a bit wallowy and soft in the corners, whereas this doesn't. It feels definitely the most agile RX I've ever driven. The steering is quite nice too, even though it is electronic. It feels organic in some way, and it's quite precise as well. There's no laziness to it, very direct. Yeah, this is definitely a nice driver's SUV. I could go for a nice long drive, a coastal drive, or up into the mountains, and yeah, have a lot of fun. awesome all-wheel drive grip. And around some of these corners, they're kind of off camber with bumps and things, but this is handling it really well. Full power. Lunges forward a little bit under brakes and things, but that's to be expected. Pretty tight corners around here. Just move the weight around a little bit. Get the weight onto the nose to turn it in. Gradually apply the power. Yeah, excellent response. I'm only giving it sort of quarter throttle and it's already picking up and ready to go around the corner, rip around the corner. Full throttle. Didn't want to change down, probably going a bit too fast for that gear. Yeah, this is definitely a performance minded or focused large SUV. If you drive this and compare it to all the other RX models, I think you'll definitely want to have this one more than the rest of them. But just because it is a bit more exciting, I find the engine combination quite interesting as well. A 2.4 turbo paired with a electric motor assist system. Usually, you know, the hybrids, especially the Toyota and Lexus hybrids have a naturally aspirated petrol 4-cylinder, pretty ordinary, pretty basic. Whereas this, having the 2.4 turbo, that's already interesting as it is. And then having the backing of the electric system just makes it even more interesting and adds a bit of character, but also improves that low-end response. That's what I think the biggest takeaway of this is, the low-end response. There's no turbo lag, it just gets up and goes as fast as you want. Alright, let's head out now and do the performance testing.